Hello everyone, how are you doing? This is MD Tech here with another quick tutorial. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to resolve the msvcr100.Dll missing error you're getting on your Windows computer. So this should work for all newer versions of the Windows operating system, so Windows 7, Windows 8, and Windows 10. So basically we're going to jump right into the tutorial and we're going to get started by opening up the Start menu just by left clicking on the Start button one time. And you want to type in folder options. Best match that comes up should say File Explorer Options right above Control Panel. You want to left click on that one time, and now you want to left click and navigate over to the View button or the View tab at the top. Down here you see it says Hidden Files and Folders. You want to select the circle that says Show Hidden Files, Folders, and Drives, and then left click on Apply and OK. Now that you've done that, we're going to open up a web browser. It doesn't matter which one you choose to open up. I'm going to open up Google Chrome in this tutorial. And what is important is you navigate over to google.com. And into Google, you want to type in msvcr100.Dll download. And you want to search that up. One of the best matches should say msvcr100.Dll free download. And the site should have the dll/files.com in the domain. Highly suggest you download it directly from the site, or who knows where you're going to be getting it from. So again, you want to get it from the link that I'm going to be showing right here in this video. Just want to left click on that. And now you want to scroll down. You don't want to select the client demo here. You want to go down a little bit until you get to available versions. Now, depending on what version of Windows you're running, you're going to have to select a different download, and the process is nearly identical except for a little fork near the end, in which I will show you guys how to resolve that in the end. But most people should be using the 64-bit version, so that's the one that we're going to be downloading in this tutorial today. So I'm going to select the most recent 64-bit version right here, and I'm going to select the orange download button. Again, if you're using a 32-bit version of the operating system, you're going to select the 32-bit download. And then once it's done, or once it begins downloading, it should be in a zip file format, so you know you downloaded the correct file. So I'm going to just drag this over to my desktop, just by left clicking, dragging, dropping it over to my desktop, and then close out of the web browser. Now you want to open up the Start menu, and you want to type in this PC. Best match should say this PC. You want to open that up. Now you want to go underneath your local disk, which should be your C drive. There should be a picture of a hard drive with a little Windows icon above it, which will help indicate that this is where Windows is installed on, in case you're not aware. So you want to double click on it. You want to do the same thing for the Windows folder. And now you want to scroll down until you get to System 32. Now if you're running a 64-bit version of the operating system, this is where we're going to be dragging our DLL file into. If you're running a 32-bit, we're going to be looking for something that says syswow64. And you're going to just drag the file in. But first we have to extract it from the zip compressed format. So you want to double click on the zip file, and I'm going to drag the DLL file by left clicking on it and dragging it over to my desktop using my mouse. You can delete the folder on your desktop at this time that was containing the DLL file, and now I'm going to just drag the DLL file into my System32 folder here. It might say you'll need to provide administrator permissions to move this file. You want to select continue. And now at this point, I would recommend that you close out of any programs you have installed on your computer. I'd also recommend, if you change your folder options view and you want to change it back like we did earlier in the video to not show hidden files or hidden folders, you're more than welcome to do that as well. And I would recommend also restarting your computer before attempting to run any of these applications again. And hopefully your problem has been resolved at this point. So as always, thank you guys for watching. I do hope I was able to help you out, and I look forward to catching you all in the next tutorial. Goodbye.